2 of Nationals with StudioTypes raising the bar.
All right, so one thing I want to know is how do you know when the dancers are like ready? Or is it there's always room for improvement, or do you just like know, okay, they're ready to go and do this competition? Like, how do you know that?
When that last rehearsal is just horrible.
Then that means they're ready?
That means like it's going to be a good competition. When you're just like yelling at them like, why are you messing up on things that you don't mess up on? And you're like, okay, you know
that means it's going to be great.
Let's lay off.
That's what it means.
Yeah.
Then they go on stage and they
I think I know it's ready when I'm like, y'all didn't apply anything. I don't even have anything to say to you. Just get out. I'm fine. Just leave, please. That's how I know.
Yeah.
Because then they'll be like, oh my gosh, we suck. We gotta get it together, guys.
We gotta
and
do
then
good.
they always do.
Yeah. Okay.
But we have to stay on them. Just like, I mean, a lot of it's that teenage age as well. Like, literally, we have, what's the youngest that we compete? 5? 4? 5? All the way up to 18.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's a whole bunch of age groups, hormones, attitudes, drama, all of it. So it's a lot. It's a lot. But they always seem to, bring it together. But that's the beauty about working at a studio. You're teaching all these wide ranges. But they all seem to get it together somehow.
Okay. They also, being a mom here, they after the fuss outs, they go home, they text each other, all right, we got to get it together. So they know that they are accountable for bringing it home, bringing the trophies home. So
Okay.
They don't like to lose either.
they do not like to lose.
They're not those type of kids.
Yeah.
And for us, it's out of our hands.
Yeah.
Once that choreography is done, and this is what I tell them, once that choreography is done, and once I've given you a gajillion critiques, it's out of my hands now. It's in your hands. You're the one performing, not me. So, it's our names on the choreography, but we're not the ones performing it.
Yeah.
So they're the ones that have to shape up and get ready.
Okay. So do you ever have dancers who are like really in their head about whatever to the point where they mess up when you know they could be getting it right? And if so, what do you do to get them out of that? Like, how do you push them through that moment?
Yes, it's just words of encouragement is like all we can really do. Because we can, in the studio, like when it's training time, we can sit there and like get on them and be like, girl, like, you got it. But like, if they're in their head right before you go on that stage, you just kind of got to rub their back and be like, you got this, girl. Do what you got to do. You can't really like tell them like, you're good. You just got it. Do what you got to do.
I think it's case by case.
Yeah.
Every dancer is unique.
Okay.
So, me being in my head, Taylor Rose being in her head, Tamika Ruger being in her head, the way that we would get out of it could be totally 3 different things.
Okay.
So, how I would, get a dancer that's 5 out of her head, and one that's 18, it's case by
Different,
case.
yeah.
Every dancer is unique, and some dancers don't respond well to yelling. And then some you have to, because otherwise they're going to be like, okay, all right? So it's kind of like if you go to the gym and you have your favorite trainer. Some trainers are like, yes, honey, you can do it, just one more set. And then there's other ones like, get up.
Yeah.
You said you want to lose this weight, let's go. Yeah. So it's like everybody is unique in what resonates with them. So again, it's case by case. Every dancer is unique, literally. Can I get that on a shirt? Case by case, every dancer is unique. Yeah,
Sure.
Lit.
Sure,
I love it.
Sure. All right. So, training the kids for 2 of these, what do y'all learn from the training process as teachers, as choreographers? What do you learn? Patience. We also learned that 2 competitions is tough at the same time.
2 nationals.
2 nationals is tough at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's crazy. I think it taught us also that we could do it though.
We did it.
I don't know if we do it again though.
Do you ever get that feeling from your dancers? You said it taught you that you could do it. Do you ever sense that they feel that way too after like overcoming something or just getting through one of these competitions or shows or just learning something new, that they sort of have that newfound confidence? Do you feel that way?
Absolutely. Specifically those that are like newer to competition, they're like, oh, this is what this is all about.
Yeah.
And then, with the more seasoned dancers, it's like, oh, I could place in my solo, and I could get this, and I could get that. And, we celebrate small victories just as much as the big ones. And most of the small victories are behind the scenes. Like, oh, that person in the corner just got their triple pirouette.
Yeah.
And they were going to get put out of this dance if they didn't get it, and they got it. It's those little victories that really do set up for the big victory and make it that much sweeter when you do get that big victory.
I know that as a, dancing and all of that can be very emotional. Tamika? I have a box ready for you. Do you tend to kind of are you one of the ones that tend to get a little bit emotional with the dance? No, not at all. They're saying that was a lie.
I don't.
Yeah. Is it?
Your eyes look a little watery.
You're lying.
Because when I laugh,
Yeah.
sometimes my tear
You
ducts.
cry when
They
you laugh.
laugh.
Is
My
what you're
tear ducts
saying?
laugh too.
So is she the only one, or does anybody else kind
They've
of get
all
like
cried.
really emotional?
No.
Her, I think the list goes like her, then Casey, then it'd be my mom, then you,
Ooh.
then me.
Yeah. Does it ever snowball and like when someone's crying, then the
Oh,
next
no,
person?
no,
then
no.
the
Oh, I
When-
tell her to get away
Yeah, I'm
from
about to
me.
say, yeah, if somebody starts crying, we
I
all just like
definitely tell
get
her to
serious.
get
We're
away
like,
from me.
okay, bye. Oh no, that one time when the kids were doing, it was like our first big rehearsal, and the kids did listen for us, and we literally all sat there crying together.
So it is a snowball effect, is what you're saying.
No, it happened.
I
we
wasn't
all
there.
cried.
Yeah.
We-
I wasn't there.
That's the list though.
I wasn't there. I was
Casey,
teaching my class, so
Tamara,
I wasn't there.
Lindsay,
Thank
me.
goodness.
That's
Yeah.
how we cry in that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
No, probably not.
I have the Kim Kardashian cry face, so I never cry in public. It's really embarrassing.
You cried last season, during
I don't
when
recall.
when you first seen End of Time, and then you cried this season when you first seen Sing Your Feeling,
Here's a tissue.
and then you cried the year after. You
I
cried,
don't
and then you
remember.
cried when I first did my first dance. I heard you say it. You cried during that. Too.
Okay, so I said I cried, but I meant like crying on the inside.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Were you crying on the inside?
No.
Oh, I think the
No
little
tears.
like the
No
little
tears.
the little cartoon
Yeah.
inside of me. I feel like there's like a cartoon up here. That
Like there was a
always runs the
small
rest of it.
little violin.
There was like
with
a little, it's like she was
song.
weeping.
Yeah.
But I never show it on the outside. But I don't know. I like Tamika's a dance mom also. So I have to, I give her grace because, seeing how much Joshua has grown from being this young little kid, and then
You know it.
and now he's a young man. I can't imagine how that must be for her to also deal with that at home, and then watching him grow as a dancer too. It's like double. So
So crying is fine, is what you're
crying is absolutely here. You can have this back.
saying. I don't want it.
Well, I was going to ask you, Tamika, because you do have an interesting dynamic since you do have your son here, you're here. What is it like being on both ends of it like that?
It's fun. I mean, I enjoy it. Dance is always my passion, and to see that it's his passion too. And like I actually wanted him to do baseball, but he's a dancer. His preschool teacher was like, no, he should be dancing. So I was like, all right. And yeah, so I think the growth that I see from him is just amazing. It does make me cry. I'll admit it. Yeah.
I mean, I think it's your own offspring. I think that's fair.
Offspring.
Yeah, offspring. But yeah, she cries at other people too. It's not just Josh. But I was giving her a pass for when she cries about Josh.
I don't cry about anybody else.
She does.
Lying. Stop.
But I mean, a lot of artists they can't
you're
they
sensitive.
can't
That's how you
differentiate
tap
the
in.
two. Like it's emotional to be an artist.
Yeah.
You put your whole life, you put your whole passion in what you do. So there's nothing wrong with spilling some tears, Tamika. I just won't join you, but I will
does
support
all the
you.
time.
I don't.
On the inside, right?
On the inside, I
okay.
am weeping with you.
Well, is there anything else that y'all wanted to add about your experience? Anything you've learned? Anything interesting or unexpected that happened? What you'd like to do going forward or not do?
No two nationals, guys.
Watch, next time it's gonna be like 3 now.
It's gonna be
Oh,
3
no.
nationals and then 4 nationals and then
No.
5 nationals.
No.
All right.
What did we learn, friends? I just felt like we just realized how strong we all are. We're all so talented.
Yep.
it's a talented batch of humans that work here. So I think we just realized how strong and how talented all of us are. Yeah.
We're a great unit.
We are. We're all in this together.
I was thinking
Now,
back-
as far as like being all in it together and being like really supportive and having that sort of close, tight knit circle, do y'all think that helps with everything going the way that it goes here and just, you know?
Sometimes yes.
Sometimes
No. It's just like because we are so close and because it's like a family. Like it's not like a family. It's a family. You know, the people be like, don't mix family and business, but like this is a family that is business, and it's just
Yeah.
So emotions fly into certain things, but we get it together. But sometimes yes, sometimes no. But yeah.
I think when the chips are down, we rally
We do,
against each other.
definitely do what
So-
we have to do.
Yeah, but sometimes, being so close, it
We
it can be
snap
like
at
for
each
real, for real, y'all. We're really doing this, okay? But for the most part, I think it is what keeps us strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It keeps us bonded, and especially in the tough times or the stressful times, you know that you have multiple people that you can vent to, that you can cry to, that you can laugh with, that you can be like, I need a break from the studio. Can you come grab lunch with me? Like that I think is what's kept us so strong. So
Yeah,
long.
definitely.
Thank you guys for watching the After Show with us. We're wrapping up with Tamika, Taylor Rose, and Lindsay. Thank you guys for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.
That gotta be baby.